Hello everyone. So for Monday motivation, I want to talk about focus, right? So when we live in this world where there's so much distractions around us, how do we keep the focus? So it's very simple. You keep the focus by keeping away the distractions. What is distracting you? So sometimes it's the external things that are distracting you, okay? It could be your phone, messages, people around you walking. So how do I focus then? Find a place where you have less distractions. Shut off the phone for some time where you need to focus. So few tips where you can minimize the external distractions. Now there is another thing which is like internal distractions. You have too much thoughts, you have a racing mind, you have to do too many things and you're not able to focus. So what do I do then? A lot of people, when they minimize the external distractions, there's still a lot of internal distraction going on. Too much thoughts in the brain, the mind is racing, and you cannot focus on what you need to focus. So for that thing, the easiest way is to take a book or a pencil or a pen, paper, and write down all the thoughts that are coming to your mind. Most of them will be the reminders of the thing or the task that you need to do. Maybe you didn't turn off the heating of the house before leaving the house, or what's happening to your parents, or you didn't call them. There are different types of tasks that your mind is reminding you. Most of them are those kind of reminders when you get distracted. So once you write them out, your mind is free, and then it will allow you to focus. Maybe it will take some time, but minimize the external distractions, because once you start focusing, it needs some time before you are in the flow state where it comes very easily for you and the work gets very easy. Another thing, the myth of multitasking. We all do multitasking, right? Because we have been told, oh, multitask things. But is our mind designed to multitask? It's not. So our mind or our brain has network of neurons, and it uses a network when we do something, and it can make only one connection or for one activity. So you can only do one task at a time when you're focusing. And you will say, oh, but I do 2-3 tasks at one time. I can drive and talk, I can cook and I can talk, I can cook and I listen music. So I can do 2-3 tasks at one time. What are you telling me? So what happens is you can focus only on one task. The other tasks can be in the background, or they don't require your attention and focus. And you're only focusing on one thing at a time. So for example, when you're cooking and you're listening to the music, so your system is on autopilot mode. He knows what you're cooking, you have done it so many times, you don't need to focus on what you're doing. You know it, okay? It's already in the system. But once the food starts burning and your focus shifts on the food and you start putting water and lowering the gas and moving stuff, do you remember which words were going on in the radio or in the music? You don't, because you can only focus on one thing at a time. So once you shift that focus back, you don't remember what was on the music, who was talking what, you will just say, I will call you back, can you hold on, because I have to check what's burning, right? So multitasking is only allowed, or I would say, okay, acceptable for the things which you do daily or which are in your autopilot mode. But where you need focus, you can only do one thing. And if you really want to have a good focus, minimize the distractions, minimize multitasking, one thing at a time with full focus. Because if you do multitasking, it reduces the efficiency by 40%. Because the brain is switching between tasks, it takes energy from switching one to another. And if you focus only on one task at a time, you are dedicating more energy on that task, and hence more focus, hence more productivity, more efficiency. So if you have understood it, do like and share my video and tell others that only multitask for the things that you are on the autopilot mode, and for the focus, reduce the distractions, internal, external, reduce multitasking. Take care. Bye.